The lead up to tonight's presidential debate was filled with tons of drama. But former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris tried to make their cases to likely the biggest audience they'll have between now and Election Day. National correspondent Matt Gelka is in Philadelphia.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump finally face to face. Harris is trying to still introduce herself to some voters, while Trump wants to hang all of Joe Biden's policies on the vice president.
Kamala Harris.
Trump and Harris talking about the economy right off the bat.
We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. What we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess.
Trump quickly pivoted to the border and crime.
They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country.
With the vice president trying to paint the former president as an authoritarian looking to take rights away.
You're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling.
And I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it.
The abortion debate also dominated the conversation, with both candidates saying they're the right choice for women's rights in the country. Now both candidates will be heading to 9/11 remembrance events on Wednesday before hitting crucial swing states. Donald Trump will be in Arizona and Las Vegas at the end of the week, and Kamala Harris will go to North Carolina before heading back to Pennsylvania to round out the week. Reporting in Philadelphia, I'm Matt Gelka.
The debate may very well end up being the only one between the two presidential hopefuls. So who won tonight? It is a question I took to our political analyst, Dr. David Richards. All right, I just have a very simple question for you. Who won this debate tonight and why?
So I think Kamala Harris probably won the debate. It's not a blowout like we saw in June. It's not as if Trump was a complete disaster. I think that she just had the stronger performance. Trump seemed to be on the defensive a lot, and Harris seemed to be able to avoid answering some direct, tough questions that were thrown her way. She, she was able to keep her calm and sort of make it all about Trump. And I guess that's a strategy. We'll have to see if it works. But so I will give her the win, but it wasn't some sort of huge win. In the end, I think it was a pretty good debate. We got to find out sort of how both of them would react to various situations and questions. But in the end, I think Harris had a stronger performance.